Good morning, everybody. I am Omni Rusted. Welcome to a special treat for this Halloween month. It's Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. As you can see down there, this is a classic game from Nintendo that was originally released on the GameCube. It was kind of an outlier, and people weren't really sure why Nintendo released it in the first place because it's a scary, very, very adult game when Nintendo was sort of very concerned with keeping it kid-friendly and family-friendly and all that. There's strong language, there's gore, there's horror, there's lots of violence, there's very scary situations, hauntings, all that kind of stuff. It's based, kind of inspired by the Call of Cthulhu series by H.P. Lovecraft. It's very loosely based, I need to say. It's not going to be taking anything from that. So it's always been one of my favorites. I've beaten it multiple times. I've never gotten the final ending, which I don't even know if we're going to do in the series or if we're just going to do one run through. You need to do the exact same. You need to do the same game 3 times, sort of in a game plus mode in order to really get the special ending, which I've never done. I should really Google it sometimes, just look it up to see what it is, because I just don't know. So I don't know if we're going to do that in this series. Maybe not. If we do, it'll take a very, very long time. I might just grind through the game a couple different times on my own if I really want to get to the special ending. It depends on really how well I like it, but right now we're going to get this started.
Flesh, bone, bound together with the oddest magical incantation. This wretched book is where it all began so long ago.
Trying to make sure the volume's good.
Before time, before humanity. I am Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia, ignorant of so much and dependent on so few. The Guardians grow restless.
I'm hoping the aspect
Their
ratio
time
really comes
once
through okay.
again near. Whether by fate or misfortune, my family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it. Their attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is the last of my line, and the last hope for humanity.
Okay. I don't remember any of the controls. It hasn't taught me a single thing yet. I remembered something. No. Oh. Oh god. Oh god, they all got up. Okay, a headshot did not do it. He came up the wall! Shame, what does this thing have? I survived through the opening thing. I've never survived through the opening sequence. $3:33. That's a strange time.
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Inspector LaGrasse of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been an accident with your grandfather.
I'm in the way of the text.
I'll be on the next flight out.
Oh, I can feel the graphics.
Ah, Miss Roivas. I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
Yes, I suppose so, considering...
I didn't have time to change
Yes,
clothes.
my condolences. This is most unpleasant. It's a shame we couldn't meet under brighter circumstances.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Can we get
Are you
this over
hitting on
with,
me?
please?
Of course, this way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. I'm afraid there's not much to see.
You couldn't warn a girl?
Miss Roivas, is that your grandfather, Edward?
Yes, it's him. He's wearing our family ring. I don't understand. Why are you showing me this? Can't you check dental records or something? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. None of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never seen anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much.
It's got no head.
We don't have
Hey!
a single clue.
Well, you better find out who did this. I'm not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened. I want answers.
So do I. I wish I had some.
2 weeks later. Shocked by her grandfather's mysterious death and frustrated at the incompetence of the local police, who isn't, Alex vows to uncover the truth. She decides to search the mansion, the place where Edward conducted his research. If there was a tie to his past and possibly a tie to his murder, it would be here. Oh, it is really dark. Wow, I hope that's not going to affect gameplay much. Oh, I hit the start button. Use this function allows the manipulation of inventory items within the current room. Equip. This function allows the current character to ready a weapon. Function allows the examination of objects within the inventory. Pressing left or right trigger. Allows switching back and forth between sections within the interface. Okay, that's working fine. Got it. I've got a map. Second floor key. The eyes on the left change. Depending on what menu I'm on, and there's one menu that's not open. Interesting. Now, I do need to remind everybody who is not familiar with watching me play series like this before, I have a memory problem, an actual memory disability, so I forget specific details a lot. Brightness adjustment. Just the brightness here may result in the loss of color definition. I don't know if this is actually gonna... Oh, I see the brightness. Okay. Well, we'll go with what we got here. I'm hoping the aspect ratio really carries through. I'm not seeing any problems yet. And of course, it has age-old, I can't control the graphics. Or I can't control the camera. Camera mode. Examine. A beautiful carriage clock. The hands appear to be stuck, yet the clock continues to tick with the time permanently set to 3:33. That does... I guess that looks like 3:33. There's a key in the back of the clock, presumably for winding it. Should Alex take a look at the key? Yeah. Alex picks up the desk clock. I thought you said it was a carriage clock. And pulls the key from it. However, there is something odd about the key. It isn't for winding at all. It looks like a dresser key. Alex found the dresser key. Hey, we're already progressing. Yeah. Look at this. Portraits of the ancestral Roivas line the foyer walls. Foyer. The faces reveal a dark, brooding edge. There's something about each one that gives the viewer an unsettling feeling. I don't remember. Okay, there's attack. I don't remember if there's like a run button. That looks like sneak. It's hidden random. Oh, can run now. Okay. Portraits of the unsettling feeling. Okay. I can just look at that one. Look on the bottom floor. It's quite dark. Oh man, N64. That's GameCube graphics on the fire there. The sun is going down. What is this? A wood plaque is fastened to the door, taking the place of the lock. A colored sigil is carved into the wood above a wide slot. The slot is just wide enough to insert a narrow blade. Poiple. It has a gladius on it. Whispering. Man, look like a pirate. This is the library. I was in before. In the warm glow of the candlelight, the Rivas family tree hangs from the wall. Shadows flit across the surface, obscuring the detail. If one looks closely, the family's secrets are revealed. So I can't look closely? An observatory. Okay. I think there's a thing missing from that, and over here as well. A globe cradled in a wooden frame. Its glossy surface is painted in the likeness of an ancient map. A lens is situated in the northern hemisphere above a label that reads, "There be dragons here." I love old maps that say that. They cleaned up the body quite nice, especially on this hardwood floor. This one is not set at 3:33. This looming grandfather clock seems to stand ominously in the corner. What isn't ominous in this house? Gazing on this empty room with an almost patriarchal air. Left and right to adjust the clock hands. Well, the time. Oh! I mean, that was pretty obvious, but damn. Proud of myself for that one. I have a second floor key. I want to go explore the second floor first. Because that's very clearly forwarding the story. We'll explore the house a little bit more first. Door is locked. See? Already a mystery. That portrait's also downstairs, so is that one. Door is locked. Can I use the key? What if I go into my inventory? Use the second floor key. Key comes apart in the lock. The key is to the second floor is broken. Perhaps there's a way of repairing it. Oh. Huh. Okay, and we found no dressers. So I guess the only... Well, wasn't there another door in the kitchen? There's one back here. Conservatory, maybe? Grand piano stands here awaiting the hands of a decent musician. Unfortunately, Edward never really lived up to the description, and as such, the piano fell into disuse. It's probably very out of tune. That's a very tiny picture for such a large wall. Can you even see that? The illustration features a collection of strange line designs related to each other in a silical manner. There appears to be some significance to it, but it isn't particularly evident. Yeah, the brightness is way too low. Let's... Like, even for me. I know I'm supposed to be able to see what this is, and I can't see it. There we go. Oh, there's arrows. Red to green, green to blue, and purple in the middle. Okay. Another thing to examine. The table except for one, Alex's grandfather. It just ends there. The sentence ends there. Edward's private nature meant he never had many visitors, and this is lonely evidence of it. He kept this entire place clean on his own? Damn, dude. spry for an old man. Alright, nowhere else to go, so let's head this way. To the secret door. Gasp. Radius on the wall, and a mysterious book. Look around a little bit before we go to the book. A small shrine of candles. Their placement appears to be very deliberate, matching the etchings on the table and the wall's illustration. The candles are unlit. Okay. A diabolic drawing of a stack of human bodies, each one cemented into place. What twisted psyche could have executed this drawing? The disturbing is meticulously rendered down to the subtlest detail. The precise anatomy of the fractured bones and the convolutions of spines and ribs entwine into a mesmerizing sight. Stop looking at it. Look at this. An ancient Roman weapon, a gladius, on display above the fireplace mantel. Another token of eclectic junk. I mean, I'm taking it. This is a bizarre drawing of a Cyclopean city. Its immense... Cyclopean? Yeah, I pronounced that right. Immense architecture bathed in an unnatural fog. The detail is incredible. As Alex studies it, she can almost imagine the city's inhabitants. Painting of a jungle-shrouded building. It seems to be a temple in Asia, perhaps from Thailand or Cambodia. There's another thing. Where was it? Come on. There we go. Edward Roivas' study is filled with arcane knickknacks, mementos of yesteryear and other cultures. The odor of ancient texts is faintly noticeable under the peppering of dust that covers every surface except one. The desk had been the center of activity, and not a mote of dust is on it. Here, Alex's grandfather had worked, perhaps even hours before he died. This looks like some kind of mask. The face is serene in composure. That looks serene? With a faint hint of a smile tugging at the corners... excuse me, of the mouth and eyes closed in deep meditation. That doesn't look very serene to me. Alright, you. A large leather-bound antique book rests upon the cluttered desk. Alex, read the book. Yeah. Yay, visions. Let's go back.
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you. As you read this, you will come to learn fear as I have. You too will come to understand, or you will perish. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality. To see those who dwell behind. My life now has purpose, for I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone. I was once a fool. Where is Quies Candamest? Where is Conservondine?
You're talking Latin.
Focusatis aquae sumat, et animus eorum conferma. Pupna huis, dia sit modo prima multarum, si inceptum conficiamus.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus.
Res
I would like to compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs, or his orders. But if we are to retrieve the artifact, then we must be strong and patient. Come to us, pious Augustus.
Whispers in the desert, yeah. those symbols. Ancient Roman archaeologists were kind of badass. The dais on the floor is finely crafted, inlaid with gold and gems that Pius can't identify. A strong linear design is situated in the middle and is equally unknown to the Roman soldier. I remember... Act. Yeah, remember now. Tapestries have lasted a long time. There's a wooden ladder. A ladder leads into the dank heart of the labyrinth. Danger lurks beneath, yet Pius's courageous resolve does not buckle. Should Pius climb down the ladder? I mean, his resolve might not buckle, mine might. Yeah. Are they mummified or charred? Can't tell. Well. Whatever he is, we're gonna chop him to pieces. Means these other ones are gonna get up too. And a chop it! Okay, they do die eventually. Finish him. Very nice cleanup. Oh, hi. Okay, I can switch between. This health meter represents life energy. Every time a character takes damage, the level will get lower. When it reaches 0, the character will die. Oh, and I can swipe through multiple at a time, too. A strange granite block lies on the floor. Get up. Oh, I love that item pickup sound. You're a big fella. Get rid of your arms here. This one. Oh. What I want you to get. Actually, do they get back up? They just writhe on the ground for a while. I don't know. A strange granite block rests on the platform. We got a green one now. Oh, they just disappear. Alright. Oh, the friggin' wall stopped my cut. I think I figured out how to take out these scrappy skeletons pretty quickly. Hello? Just this one doesn't get a dice, it's just laying on the ground. We just disarm them and they're helpless. They go down. Weird fog here. You startled me a little bit. So the wall actually stops my sword. That's Can I see the guy? Can I see him? Screw it. Take him down. Apparently if you stab anything in the heart, it's bad. Bars across the door block Pius' exit from the room. Alright, there's the block symbols. And a purple. Which, yep, it's in the middle there. Alright, guys. How do you want to do this? Oh, they, like, reach for their heads when you knock their heads off. What happened? What happened? They can't seem to find you after you take their head off, though. Good. Alright. I mean... Wall is prominently decorated with a strange lined symbol carved into the granite. Cut into the wall is a square hole lined with scratches as though something has been removed from it. Wow, I wonder what to do. Zoom, 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 zoom. It didn't put sound effects, so I had to. Red. Purple. Neat. This is also back before the days when like Dark Souls kind of ruined gaming for a lot of people, where everything had to be roguelike and difficult and brutal and I mean, this is also the start of the game when they're trying to get you to learn the aspects of the game, so things aren't going to be super difficult. You know, in the tutorials, it's a me, Pius. Pius, you must prove your worth by destroying the statue. Oh yeah, that's telling me how the combat works. Alright, pressing R slightly and then pressing A will cycle between multiple targets. Pius can attack specific body parts while locking onto an enemy. Yeah, let me just destroy myself. That sounds like a grand idea. Just prove your worth by destroying yourself. And Pius just does it without question. Well, that looks like a button. Good thing these guys attack super slow, too. I noticed the skeletons are like different sizes. Ow! Stab, 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 stab. Finish, and... Alright, let's hit that button. A button attached to a small pylon softly illuminates the room. A bizarre energy seems to radiate from it. Should Pius push the button? We've come this far. Magical teleportation. Magical fog. Magical floating things. Strange sculpture resembling a red-clawed worm mysteriously floating above the pedestal. Red-clawed worm. This looks like a jellyfish or something, like a Metroid. Pale blue statuette. Shaped like a delicate dome. Effigy resembling a warped angel shaped from the dark green emerald. Color. We'll go for red. This looks like it comes from Dune. No, how could I ever have seen this coming? I've seen better makeovers. Yeah, their symbols appear to have disappeared.
Eons have passed since then, and I have learned much. Chattur'gha's power filled me,
Chattur'gha.
invigorating my dead body. With a touch, I could level buildings, rend the ground asunder, and channel power such as mortal men could only dream. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
Dude, I don't even know you. Thanks for writing in English, though. Alex has acquired the Tome of Eternal Darkness. And on that note, we are actually going to call it for this episode. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. I am Omni Rusted. You've been awesome. You have a great day.